Yo, what is up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. On today's episode, I am breaking down my no-gis finals match at the Fuji that just happened this past weekend. And this is against my buddy Nick Warner, and the last time we competed against each other was back at white belt 11 years ago. So this is going to be a great match to see how we've progressed. So with all that out of the way, let's get into this break. So here we are at the start of the match. I'm electing to snap my opponent's head down, and what I want to do with my left hand is grab his right leg and kind of spiral right him down into a cradle position, but I'm not able to do so because he's doing a good job of defending my hands. So I immediately sprawl out here and I want to get him to his knees to spin to his back, and I get a little bit overzealous here and I lose my footing, but I make sure I stay inside the mat position here. So I got just basically overzealous trying to take the back, and he was able to kind of chuck me off the back. So again, I'm going to grab that inside tie position with my right arm and try to pry open his right arm with my left arm and kind of get him into this headlock position, and I sprawl all the way out trying to get his knees to touch the mat so I can spin to his back and try to get a takedown that way. So here I immediately let go of the headlock position, get to the back, walk him forward, and then trip out the back leg, scoring the 2 points for the takedown. That backside trip is something that I love to do. I love doing that when I get to people's back just because it puts me in a very dominant position from the top. So now that I've scored my 2 points, I'm going to try to force my right leg into that elbow knee space that he's making in the turtle. I'm going to try it the first time, not going to be able to get it, and then I'm going to kind of open up his right arm so I can put my feet in, and once I get my first hook, I'm able to kind of roll him on top and get my second hook, scoring the 4 points for the back taking position here. And then now what I'm trying to do now is control his neck, trying to get up there for a seatbelt position, but he's doing a very good job of stopping me. I'm able to get a figure 4 triangle, but apparently my pants ripped and I didn't even notice that happened. It actually happened in the last match, so the referee is going to stop the match. I'm going to have to go change my pants. So we are back with the power of editing magic. Thank God that I brought another set of inside shorts to wear to this competition. The referee is going to allow me to stay on the back, and I'm still trying to work on controlling his neck and shoulder, trying to get a seatbelt position, but he's doing a very good job of moving side to side. I'm trying to figure 4 lock my legs to make sure that I can hold him in this position, but my hands are way too low here. As you can see, I'm not anywhere close to his neck, and he's doing a good job of fighting my hands down, keeping them down, and I'm just trying to stay with the position. He's eventually able to get out and roll over my leg, but I try to maintain top position even though I've lost the back, which is probably my favorite position to be in. So I'm able to get my right leg in for the first hook, and I'm trying to get the back once again. And if you watch my hips, I'm keeping my hips over his hips. I'm not trying to go too far forward because I know how squirrely Nick can be, and I don't want to get bucked off from this position. So my hips are staying above his hips, and I'm trying to fight for inside control here, trying to get that seatbelt grip position so I can kind of flatten him out and get my second hook in. But Nick is doing a very good job of trying to kick off that first hook, and he's able to kind of hook my leg and start getting his back to the mat, and I start to lose the position. So I immediately try to come back up and keep him in this back taking position, but I fall off to the right side, and Nick is able to spin inside and now get into a smash half guard-ish position. I try to recover the guard as best I can, and now I'm in a half guard position here, and I'm using my left hand to frame against his hip, and I'm waiting for him to try to pass my guard so that way I can shoot in for the close guard position. As you can see here, I'm able just to hike his hips up in the air, get back to my close guard, and now I've got a pinch headlock situation that we've been working in class that I wanted to try out in this competition. But Nick is doing a very good job of getting out of this pinch headlock position, and now I start underhooking the leg and going for K guard. So if you have noticed, this is the first time in competition, ladies and gentlemen, since I've been doing the channel that you've seen me play on bottom, and I'm able to get into a K guard triangle position here. So I was able to kind of force the K guard position, and once he stuck his hand in that wrong place, I swing my leg over and start locking up the triangle. And I'm trying to finish here by underhooking his leg, keeping a nice grip onto his head, but he's doing a fantastic job of framing and keeping from submitting to the triangle. Nick is very hard to submit. I've rolled with him quite a few times before this competition. Usually most Sundays I go out there, and he's very hard to submit. So I'm just trying to wear out the clock and then stop my legs from burning, because before this we did the gi matches, and I'm getting a little bit tired here. So I'm just trying to hold and maintain and try to wear out the clock, because I'm up 6-0. So even if I don't get the submission here, I can burn some seconds off the clock, which will probably help me win this match. So again, I'm still trying to hook that leg, still trying to squeeze, but not squeeze too hard to try to make it a gradual squeeze, but he's able to get out of the position and not get scored on. So immediately we're off the mats here. So the referee is going to start us back in the middle. Nick is going to look at the time. I'm going to look at the time as well. We've got 36 seconds left to make something happen, slap bump, and we are going to go again. So immediately I'm trying to make sure I control the head and the arm, get back into that snap headlock so I can get him down to the mat and get into a cradle position here. But Nick is too crafty for all of that. So we're immediately going to get back to the feet. I'm still fighting for that inside position here. I don't want him to control that inside, and there's not too much time left, less than 20 seconds here. So I know if I can keep him at bay, I'm not really worried about anything going wrong. So again, I'm still using that inside position here, and what I'm going to end up doing is just hitting that sasai, and as soon as he comes back up, I'm going to pull him forward, strip out the leg, get the sasai, and that leads right to the back, and that's going to be the end of the match. So ladies and gentlemen, let's get right into the takeaways. The takeaways are pretty much the same as the last one. Diversify your jiu-jitsu by adding judo and wrestling. As you can see, I was able to utilize some wrestling, utilize some judo, and really throw my opponents off from the game that I was able to play. And I was also able to play some guard, ladies and gentlemen. I know on the channel, if you watch my competition footage, I don't play a lot of guard, but this time I was able to get into close guard and play K-guard, which is what I've been working in the gym. So it was really nice to actually be able to utilize some of the stuff that I've been working. So ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you guys for supporting the channel. It truly means more than you know. For our next upload, we're going to be doing the brown belt absolute. Yes, your boy at 148 pounds signed up for the brown belt absolute division and had some amazing results there. So we're going to upload those for next week. So stay tuned for that. And with all that out of the way, ladies and gentlemen, I will catch you on the next one. Peace.